Bloomberg. This is the Bloomberg terminal that we use, to really know what's happening, because Bloomberg, apparently, I mean, not apparently, is one of the best places to look at what's really happening into the stock market, forex market. Is most of a financial news channel rather than a normal news channel, so that we have like BBC or anything, something like that. But currently, as you know, elections have started. Well, they started counting the votes. They haven't really given out any numbers, but on a on a fake, you can say a fake, on in terms of fake elections, they think that Biden's going to win, but the real numbers are still not posted. Well, there's only like 1 p.m, I think 2 p.m GMT in Eastern time. So in US, I think only 2 p.m, so they're still counting votes. We might find the first results should be coming in by we're expecting around 10 in the evening, just after the US market closes, 10 p.m. GMT in the evening. You might see some kind of results. So yes, that's why we didn't see a lot of increased volatility in the market. Market was moving sideways, moving nowhere, to be honest, really. But it could change overnight, guys. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, we might see 300 pip, 400 pip movement up or down in GP and Euro pair. So let's quickly jump into DXY. So DXY, let me just go to a longer time frame. Be easier to really see what could happen on a longer time frame. So this is a longer time frame DXY. So DXY, as we know, on a daily basis is ranging. So let's see what Biden wins. That's going to be a bad sign for dollar and for stock market. Two reasons: because he's thinking of a national lockdown, which Trump is denying, and he's thinking, that he's going to be increasing corporate tax, which is not good for dollar, because a lot of investors will start pulling money out from dollar and from stocks. So, two biggest issues of Trump winning. The biggest issue for Trump winning would be increased tension between Euro and China will continue for US. That's not good for currencies such as Euro and GBP in terms of trade deal, because it'd be much easier for them to do a trade negotiation with Biden compared to Trump when it comes to trade dealing. So on that basis, we could see euro dropping if Trump does win. But it will be good for GBP in a way that Boris Johnson, which is US UK Prime Minister, is really close with Trump compared to other European Union leaders. So if Trump does win, there might be a possibility that Boris Johnson might push through a no Brexit deal. The reason is because there's a talk that if Trump will be ready to sign a really good deal with the UK after Brexit happens. So that would be a good sign for UK, in terms of GBP, because the GBP did climb early in the morning on a positive signs that there might be some kind of a win. That might be some kind of a winning possibility for Trump. So on that basis, we did see GP climb early in the morning. But as the polls are coming out, more and more polls are coming out. The more and more polls are showing that Biden might win the election. That's why we see GP dropping right now. But overall, GP is about to test a very strong support level of 15 minutes. So at this support level, we might see GP resting. And if this support level breaks, then GP actually is going to plummet quite strongly, because we can see this was a massive trend upwards, hardly any pullback. So once it starts selling, when it starts dropping, there will be hardly any pullback as well. So we'll be keeping a close eye how all these pairs really play about. It'll be a big day in trading, but that's why I would recommend, if you are in any position that involves GP, gold or euro, I would recommend for you guys to refrain from trading it for now. Wait for how election plans are, because as a retail trader, it's really not safe for us to be in the market right now. That's one of the main things that would react to market is gold. Of course, gold will be crazy. So gold overall right now is quite high right now, 1908. That's quite high on election day, guys. So again, gold. So that's two possibilities for gold. Let me just go to daily again. Two possibilities for gold. So gold could rise again back to, by end of election day, could rise back to the highs of 1957, which was the previous high of 18 September. So gold could be there by tomorrow morning, if you do get results, because as you know, this time election is much more different to normal times because of there's a lot of post elections. So a lot of people in US, what have they done? They have elected through posting service. So they have not physically gone to the election booths. They have posted their vote, which takes longer to confirm, because they have to confirm everything. The guy who done it is a legit person, and they have to confirm there is a legit vote and all of that issue. They have to. So that's why it takes longer than a normal, going to a booth, because it's much easier. You just show your ID and you vote. So that's why the election results might not be announced even tomorrow morning. Some are predicting it might take even 2-3 days, even a week, for them to really announce who really won the election, because there's so many states there's about 50 states in America, and there's 50 states, everyone is voting. There's going to be a lot of votes to count. So they're not expecting it to be as quick as it was last 4 years ago, but they're expecting, the results, some kind of results should be coming out, some kind of a scenario should be planning out by end of tomorrow, Wednesday. So on that basis, if the results are good for in Trump's favor, I would expect gold to drop, because then that means the stock's going to rise, and the US dollar is going to rise as well in the positive, because Trump policy is more aggressive when it comes to market. He's more aggressive towards market. He's more aggressive in terms of he believes in pushing a lot of money into the market. He believes in lowering interest rate. He believes in cutting down market depth of big companies. So that is all good signs for economy, because the more big company make money, the more they boost the economy, right? So on that basis, we could see gold dropping. But if Biden wins, well, it could happen both ways. If Biden does have good policies for economy as well, but to be honest, that's the issue with this time's election. Nobody really has any clear policy which would affect the market. It could go up and down. So again, a good news, if investor thinks it's a good news, whoever wins, we could see gold. 1957 is the target that we do expect gold to reach, on a good news. That's the target we do expect gold to finally reach, which is trying to reach. It did try to reach the 21st October, but it failed. But we do think that and again, 1950 is not far. It's only about 40 points or so. Gold has moved about 40 to 45 points a day, as happened once. It dropped nearly 700 pips in one day. So that's not and today is much more bigger news than that day. So we do expect gold to rise 1958 easily. But again, the main thing is, if it does break above 1958, then gold could go all the way back to 2000, guys. So keep in mind, this month we could see gold returning back to the highs of 2000, could end the year at 2000, guys. So as we were discussing at the start of the year, that gold could end the highs of 2000. We could see it ending the year at 2000. So this might be the catalyst that gold was looking at. But again, if gold, if market perceives that, this is not good news, whoever is winning is not good for gold. So gold could drop back to lows of 1863. So either way, guys, we could see a 40 pip movement, which is about 400 pips. So a movement either way we could be seen on gold, and we'll be keeping a close eye on gold, because gold could be one of the most profitable trade that we can get into. Again, I would not trade right now, would not touch gold right now, because anything could happen. It could start whipsawing anyway, and we could get caught out in the market. So I would like to get settled. So I would most likely be looking to trade after the election, guys. That's the best time for retail traders to really enter the market, is after the elections, because once the elections happen, once we know what's happening, once we know that what the market is really trying to do, then it's much easier for us to plan our trades, rather than jumping to the market and not knowing really what's going to happen. Because if you do jump in the market, then you're going to get probably whipsawed, something like this, massive 10 pips movement upwards, 10 pip movement downwards, and you probably won't be able to hold that trade, and you're going to lose a lot of money. So it's best to hold the horses, best to wait for the results, and then we can enter the market. So again, how GBP and dollar will react in those 12 hours, as I was speaking earlier. GBP again, could drop 100 pips and could rise 100 pips, guys. Every pair has the possibility of dropping 100 pips and rising 100 pips in this election times. It usually happened last 4 years. What happened was euro rose 300 pips and dropped 400 pips. So again, it happened overnight, basically in about 2 days. So 24 hours that thing happened, and that could happen even now. Pair could drop 100 pips, pair could rise 100 pips. It could happen. It could even drop 300 pips and rise 400 pips. It could happen, guys. So can't really tell where the price will move as of now, but we'll be keeping a close eye how market really reacts to this election. By the time 10 p.m. GMT, we should be seeing some kind of results coming out from US, and then the market will really start to move. Then the whole 12 hours will be really crucial, and it's best thing we do not trade. It's best thing we stay out of the market at those times. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Again, if you have any questions about the elections, you can ask me now, or any other pair that you are currently in and you do not know what to do with it, I can more than happy to help you. All right. So, yep, DXY is starting to pull up now. Again, That could go as high as 93.63. So that's the sign. That's the level we're looking at for DXY to pull up. But again, it's going to be really volatile day, guys. It's going to be crazy, crazy momentum in the market. So keep it a close eye. Hopefully, we do have a good trading week tomorrow, and hopefully we have a good trading day tomorrow, and hopefully we can get some trades in tomorrow, because we really don't want to get caught in any whips or momentum. Thank you guys so much.